This is my 1952 Ford F-3 named Delilah. I am about to try to figure out how to get the marker lights out of there. I have purchased new ones. Going to see what it takes to install them. So I did some searching on YouTube and the internet, and I didn't find much results on how to remove the park lights. So I've been laying under here for a little while now, and I figured it out. There are two screws up into the bottom of each light. So I'm going to crawl under there, and I will bring you with me and try to help with some information. Also, by the way, this is my very first YouTube video, so bear with me. So I found this is where the two screws are to take the light out.
So what we ended up doing here was we took a screwdriver and we tried to take the screws out. They wouldn't budge, so we ended up using a hammer so we would avoid stripping the bolts, and they still wouldn't move.
Realistically, I just want these bolts to break. Not even bolts, they're screws.
We then just started using a hammer and screwdriver trying to make the bolts break in the first place, and then we moved on to using an impact driver so the bolts would turn, and we could, at least if they didn't break, they would try to move.
What I was hoping to have happen was that they would just break for me. Then I could just get me some lights. But that's not how this is going to go. So I failed getting the screws out with the screwdriver. So now we're going to see if we can drill and get the head off and just take them out. That's just gonna work.
So what we're trying to do here is use the drill, and we're trying to drill the head of the screw off. Once you remove the head of the screw, you can just use a flathead and get the actual screw out. I think we used a 3/8 drill bit.
That is one head removed. Now let's get the other one. In case I forgot to mention, this is my first attempt at making a video for Alright. Hopefully now I can figure out how to get this out without taking the drill out. Now this is just how I did it. That doesn't mean it's right. But I was successful in removing the old park light. And shortly I will be reinstalling the new one. This is my aftermarket park light, which also is wired to be a turn signal. I did not know that when I purchased it, so that actually makes me very happy. We are going to get set up to install it. Factory classic one and brand new replacement about to be installed. Here we are.
So here what we ended up trying to do is just feed the wiring through the pre-existing hole, which didn't work. The hole was too small, so we ended up using a 1/2 inch, I believe, to clear it out.
Going to work. So, under here there are 2 screw holes that are very hard to get to. It's a very tight spot. So, we need to get these 2 bolts started. In these holes, which is proving very difficult. And it is winter and snowy. Can you see where they're trying to go? And how awkward the angle is?
So we spent a lot of time trying to put these 2 custom-made screws through the holes and right underneath where the light is. It was extremely difficult due to the way the plate came down in front of the way. So where we're trying to get through to is right there. It doesn't come out exactly into where it needs to in the lights, so we're just gonna have to do some persuasion. Oh, the channel locks worked. So what we realized here is that the screw, even though we made the hole more accessible, it was something wrong with the light.
Will give me a little more room to work. I was trying originally to do it. And also it's minus 10 degrees out.
Yeah, absolutely freezing.
That's Celsius.
Yeah.
Carefully. So we're gonna try again under here. We're hoping it makes a better angle with how we took the ones off. Okay, we have 1 screw successfully started. Now to fight with the other one. Hopefully I didn't go too big, but if I did, we will find a washer. This might be an issue with trying to use aftermarket things, but it's not a part you can go readily buy anymore. Future me probably won't appreciate the amount of effort I just had to put in this if I ever have to take it back out again.
That's future us problem.
However, we are bolted in. Next, put the lens back on. And potentially plug the cord in and see if the light may work. Some of the wiring on this 72-year-old truck is still good, and some of it is not. As you can see, this is the original wiring, and it is in rough shape. Just tuck that up there for now. Okay, now hopefully the lens will go back. That looks like one park plate installed. Now in here is the crusty old wiring. Which I was hoping that would just plug into. But I'm probably gonna have to put a new connector on it. Nope. Similar to the old connector, but definitely not the same. Turn the headlights on and see if maybe it works.
Let's see. The headlights are working, the marker light is not.
Yeah, so we could have some serious wiring issues.
And it's working.
So we have
Turn on it there.
bad
It works
wiring
on there.
both portions of the light. So
Now the blinker's working as well.
well, that's me.
Oh.
But eventually that's what it'll look like.
Yep.
And that is one marker light installed. And if we have a good response to this video,
We'll
make
do
some
more. So yeah, like, subscribe, whatever, please. The better support we get on this, the more we'll make. So this is what she sounds like when she's running. And she's pretty good.